Gretchen. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm very excited because I feel like this is a long overdue video. Today, I am going to be reacting to weird, rude, or odd comments that you have heard regarding your tattoos, piercings, any body mod. I've done a few of these before, but it has been about 6 months since the last one, so I think it's time to do another one. I feel like we've all heard very similar things, whether it's in regards to our piercings or tattoos, or even fun colored hair or anything else that is considered a body mod. But then every so often, there's like that gem that's just like, you know what? I can't even be mad at that comment because it's just like, that one was different. That one, you know, you don't hear that one often, so bravo to you. Still not cool. So I asked over on Instagram, what are some weird, odd, or rude comments that you have heard before? And you all let me know. I've been told stretched ears are for freaks. Mine were at a 00 at the time. I feel like people who either don't understand body mods or are not into them, I feel like that's their go-to comment is, oh, that's gonna make you a freak. Oh, people who have those are freaks. Why is that a negative thing? I don't know why that's the go-to response though when it comes to body mods of any kind, but I've definitely heard it a little bit more in regards to stretch ears, and I don't get that. I don't understand why. And especially to make a comment like that to you when you're at a 00 gauge, which in the grand scheme of stretch lobes is not that big. People I feel like are projecting at a certain point insecurities, or maybe it's one of those things where it's like they wish they could do it, but they can't, so they want to make sure that no one else does. There's so many things that I feel like run through someone's head when they say things like this. Maybe they don't understand, maybe they don't want to understand, maybe they wish they could do it, but they can't, so they want to make sure that no one else is able to. I don't know. Either way, live your life. Stretch your ears however you want. I really want to get my ears gauged and my whole family just yells and says, don't do it. Again, I don't understand why stretched ears are the thing that people tend to grasp onto more so than tattoos or piercings in general. It's the stretched lobes that they always hold on to, saying like, don't do it, don't do it. And I guess because it's not considered normal, you know, when you get your lobes pierced, it's a very specific size. And I guess we don't see stretched cartilage piercings that often. So if we're gonna stretch anything, it's gonna be lobes because it's easier. And I suppose it's just because it's not considered the standard, the normal. People asking if they can poke their finger through my stretched lobes. Nasty. The boldness that someone must have to come up to someone with stretched ears and be like, hey, can I stick my finger through your lobe? Are you gonna go up to someone and say, hey, can I stick my finger in your nose? No, so why would you say, hey, can I stick my finger in your lobe? When they suggest get your sleeve finished by another artist because OG one is geographically far. So I can at least get where someone is coming from when they make this type of suggestion. If your original artist is geographically far, I get what they're trying to suggest, saying like, hey, it's gonna not only cost you money to get more tattoos, but it's gonna cost you money to travel, maybe even spend the night, depending on how far away it is, depending on the type of travel. I at least understand where they're coming from. However, as someone who has been to the same artist for this entire arm and doesn't want to go to anyone else for, say, my hand or anything like that, I understand wanting to stick with your original artist no matter what. I mean, I'm lucky in the sense that my original artist and I are still in close proximity, like 15 minutes away. I understand why, even if they are geographically far away, why you would want to stay with your original artist, you know? So that is one of those arguments where I can see both sides. I can understand why they're suggesting it, but I also understand going to your original one, no matter where they are. When you die, I'll be in heaven waiting with everyone for God to have a talking to you. Regarding body mods, I feel like God has quite a few other people to talk to. It won't be about their body mods. Who's to say? You won't get a boyfriend with all those piercings. The amount of times that I've heard people say stuff like this to others, I luckily never experienced that. None of my family ever said, oh my God, you're never gonna find someone with all those piercings, all those tattoos, your colored hair, or anything like that. I never heard that, thank goodness. They may not have liked all of my body mods, but I at least never heard that. And it's wild to me when people use that as a reason to not get body mods. You'll never find a boyfriend, you'll never find a girlfriend, you'll never find a partner. It's like, okay, I'm not gonna find the ones that clearly are not suited for me. Like, why would you want to be with someone who can't appreciate you for you? I was told I was going to hell because of my piercings. Again, bringing in heaven, hell, God, entities, anything like that. Like, I have a feeling, you know, whatever you believe in, I feel like higher powers have a little bit more on their plate than have a talking to someone about their body mods. Maybe that's just me, maybe I'm completely off base about it, but I'm just saying. And also, if piercings are gonna send someone to hell, that's a lot to unpack there. I don't even know where to start on that one. Piercings though, that's what took you on the elevator. Piercings. Forget the fact that you could be the nicest, kindest, most generous person on earth, but you got yourself piercings. It's a one-way ticket down. I don't know what goes through some people's heads. I really don't. And I'm kind of glad I don't. They really don't suit you. That's weird. They really don't suit you. Like the fact that you have tattoos or the tattoos that you have. Also, whose call is it to say those don't suit you? If you think they suit you, that's what matters. Oh, why do people feel like we give a crap about their opinions or their judgments or anything like that? Like, be like, oh, you know, Lisa from accounting said that my tattoos don't suit me. I gotta stop. I gotta stop getting them now. I gotta get these lasered. Yeah. Lisa from accounting, marketing, whatever I said, I don't remember. Stop passing your judgment on people. Also, side note, if there is a Lisa in marketing or accountant in the comments below, I'm so sorry. That's just the first name that came to mind. I have 13 ear piercings and my dad constantly asks if I whistle when I walk with all the holes. I've heard this one a few times in the times that I've done this type of video. I've heard a few people say that they receive comments like that, like, do you whistle with all those holes? And it's like, first of all, there's usually jewelry in those holes. Wind's not going through there. Second of all, stop it. Stop it. Use common sense. Can you put a pencil through your lobes? Can I see them naked? This is kind of a two-part thing here. The first part I find funny because I will literally, hold on. Okay, so I don't have a pencil with me, but I do have eyeliner. I will say, the first one is kind of funny because I will literally sit there with people and just like shove what I can through my ears. So at least the first part is funny. Now when people sit there and like, hey, can you do this? That's a little odd. I like to do it myself just for, you know, ha-has and giggles and things like that. Now the second part where people say, can I see them naked? I feel like I've brought this one up before, but I can't tell you the number of times I have gotten DMs from absolute creepy MFers on the internet being like, hey, can I get a video of you taking out all the jewelry in your piercings so I can see your holes? I actually had someone offer me money before because they wanted me to take all of the jewelry out of my piercings and make a 10-minute video. The first part of your comment, you know, can you stick a pencil through it? I'll do that as a little party trick. But saying, can I see your holes naked? No. And now I'm gonna make sure that you can't see nothing about it. It's just, why? Don't be creepy. Stop it. Was asked if I had my genitals pierced. I only have ear piercings. Like the assumption that just because you have other piercings, whether it's your ears or facial piercings, anything like that, even tattoos, the assumption that you just automatically have that done. Bold assumption. And not in a good way. Look up again. Oh, it's just that shit in your nose. I thought it was a gray hair I could pull out. And then for context, they say it was their septum horseshoe flipped up. I feel like when it comes to septum piercings, that's probably the most common one other than bull comments. Aside from being like, oh my God, you look like a cow, you look like a bull. I feel like the other one that we get is, oh, what's that in your, oh, it's just your jewelry. I thought it was a booger. I thought it was a hair. I thought it was something. I was gonna flick it out. Why do people have to make comments? Didn't anyone learn if you got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all? Where'd that go? I don't understand. A lot of times people say these comments thinking that they're funny. Spoiler alert, they're not. I don't understand why people feel the need to make these comments. Like these off the wall, these weird, these odd, these downright rude comments. What purpose does it serve? Do they think we're gonna just suddenly change our minds on the body mods that we have grown to love because they said something? They probably do. And unfortunately, I feel like it does happen a lot, especially if you have family members that are saying like, oh my God, don't do that. Oh my God, you look awful with that. I feel like a lot of us take that to heart and we're like, if my own family won't accept me for the things that I enjoy, like body mods, and tells me that it's not good for me, it doesn't look good on me, I feel like it does really cut deep to us. And it's just like, be better, you know? Choose to be better, because I feel like we're all capable of being better. Also, some of these comments, if you change them up at all, like for example, you know, even for something like fun colored hair, if you got nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. And those are just some of the weird, odd, rude, body mod related comments that people submitted to me that they've heard over time. A lot of them I do feel like we can all relate to, or we've heard some variation of it at some point. Again, there's sometimes there's that one creative comment where you're just like, you know what, that was unique. That one took a little bit of thought. That was a little bit special there. Still not gonna accept it. It's a little rude to still say things, but the creativity was there. But I do feel like we all end up hearing the same thing, and it's just give them an eye roll and move on. If you've heard any weird, odd, or just downright rude comments regarding your body mods before, and again, this could be anything. It could be fun colored hair. The amount of times that I've heard comments about my red hair, or back when I had blonde hair but the yellow tips and things like that, the amount of comments I heard from people, it's just like, why? It's not gonna change anything. Why? Don't say it. If you've heard any remarks like that before, leave them down in the comments below. I have a feeling that we can all relate. But that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to go down there, hit that subscribe button, as well as that notification bell, so YouTube will let you know when I upload next. But until next time, bye everyone.